Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. First of all, let me thank you all for coming here. Let me introduce myself. I'm Siti Komala from State Islamic University, Sunan Gunung Jati, Bandung. And here, I'm going to talk about global warming. Before I start, does anyone know what is global warming? Maybe some of you don't know what is global warming. Well, let me explain it. Global warming is a form of ecosystem imbalance on Earth due to the process of increasing the average temperature of the atmosphere, sea, and land on Earth. The increase in the average temperature of the Earth's surface that occurs is due to increased emission of greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, hydrofluorocarbons, perfluorocarbons, and sulfur hexafluoride in the atmosphere. These emissions are mainly generated from the burning of fossil fuels such as petroleum and coals, as well as from deforestation and forest burning. Global warming is estimated to have caused system changes to ecosystem on Earth, such as extreme climate change, melting of ice so that sea level rise, and changes in the amount and pattern of precipitation. The changes in the system in this ecosystem have had an impact on life on Earth, such as the impact of agricultural products, loss of glaciers, and extinction of various types of animals. Next. Regarding the causes of global warming, first, there is the greenhouse effects. The process of the occurrence of the greenhouse effects can be explained through the image on the screen. For example, in greenhouses used in cultivation, especially in countries experiencing winter, or plant experiments in biology and agriculture. Solar energy or heat entering through the glass roof is partly reflected out of the atmosphere and some is trapped inside the greenhouse, thereby raising the temperature inside. Another example that can illustrate the occurrence of the greenhouse effects is when we are in a car with closed windows parked in the hot sun. The heat that enters through the windshield is partly reflected back out through the windshield, but some is trapped inside the car compartment. As a result, the temperature inside the room is hotter than outside. The greenhouse effect is needed by all living things on Earth because without the greenhouse effects, the planet Earth will be very cold around 80 degrees Celsius, so that the entire surface of the Earth will be covered with a layer of ice. With an average temperature of 15 degrees Celsius, the Earth is actually 33 degrees Celsius hotter with the greenhouse effects, but excessive amounts of these gases in the atmosphere will cause global warming. Next. The second is the opposite effect. The cause of global warming is also influenced by various processes of the opposite effect. For example, water evaporation. Initially, warming will further increase the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere. Since water vapor itself is a greenhouse gas, heating will continue and increase the amount of water vapor in the air until the equilibrium concentration of water vapor is reached. This situation causes the resulting greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect is greater than the effect of carbon dioxide gas itself. A part of evaporation, clouds are considered a counter effect. Infrared radiation will be reflected back to Earth by clouds, thereby increasing the warming effect, while the clouds will also reflect sunlight and infrared radiation into space, thereby increasing the cooling effect. Another important counter effect is the loss of the ability to reflect light by ice. The polar ice caps are melting at an increasing rate as global temperatures rise. As the ice melts, the land or the water below it will open up, Both land and water have the ability to reflect less light than ice, and as a result will absorb more solar radiation continuously. Next, the third is solar variations. Global warming can also be caused by solar variation. One hypothesis is that variations in the sun amplified by feedback from clouds could be contributing to the current warming. Research results suggest that the sun's contributing may have been negligible in global warming. Two Duke University scientists, Scafetta Songwells, estimate that the sun may have contribute to a 35 to 50% increase in global average temperature over the 1900 and 2000 period, and about 25 to 35% between 1980 and 2000. Next, about the impacts of global warming. Global warming has triggered a number of bad impacts, both for the environment and for all aspects of human life. There are several things, including first, the melting of the ice sheets in the north and south poles, the increasing intensity of weather phenomena, the extinction of various types of fauna, changes in an animal habitat due to environment factor of temperature, humidity, and primary productivity, rising sea levels, rising tides and restricted rainy seasons, reduction of high mountain due to melting ice as their peaks, changes in air pressure, temperature, wind speed, and direction, changes in habitat that allow the occurrence of plague, a relatively new disease, and the last one, threatens to damage coral reefs in the coral reef triangle area in 6 countries, namely Indonesia, Malaysia, Solomon Islands, Papua New Guinea, and Timor-Leste, as well as the Philippines. Next, and minimize the impact of global warming. First of all, we can preserve the environment by planting trees and reforestation on critical land, using energy sourced from alternative energy, recycling energy efficiency, and finally educating the wider community by providing. So that's all about. Thank you very much for your listening and attention. Be a good people and stay healthy. And thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.